Welcome back to 75-gallon mixed reef aquarium. This is Jason, and we're going to start off with the red Garniopora, reaching out, saying hello to the purple Garniopora, passing the torch, and now the purple one is becoming more and more fully extended. Today on the reef, I cleaned the skimmer cup, which I normally do the first of the week. So here's a shot of the top piece off of the skimmer and slowing it down a little bit. Nice wide shot of the reef and checking in to see exactly how I'm going to implement some new equipment and then what I'm going to be taking off. Some cleaning coming up, which I've been talking about. I've got the water on deck, aerating. A nice shot of the tang coming up. He's growing, he's getting big. We're both ready for our larger setup, hopefully in due time. New frags on the Sandbed. I've been mounting them on upside down dome, agarite dome disc. Here's a shot of the parameters, temperature, pH of the calcium reactor, which I still don't really understand, but it definitely has made a big task a lot more easier to maintain than dosing. So here's what the graphs look like. Pretty stable. I finally feel like I've got that tuned in to the sweet spot. The Tunzi 7000 also is my heater controller, so I run the Fluval, and again, more equipment that's up for a refresh. The 300 watt and 200 watt heaters, and then I have a backup 50 watt. So I need to revisit that whole system towards the end of winter, I'm thinking. So here's a good shot. The yellow tang will eventually take a peek. And as you can see, core warfare is my biggest challenge, just maintaining, figuring out what likes its neighbors, what will kill the neighbor. Here's what the half-gallon skimmer cup looks like. I am skimming wet. I'm pulling outside air along with a CO2 scrubber with the media from MedVet, I believe is the company. And then a quick shot of the skimmer cup after it's been cleaned. Again, I believe it holds about a half-gallon, and we'll get that back over on the skimmer. And so core warfare, just kind of wrapping my head around. Some of the zoas are starting to jump onto the trumpet corals. The leather corals are going to do their thing, don't really have to worry too much about them. The Garnioporas will melt mushrooms left and right. And I'm a big fan of Recordia mushrooms, so I've been working on that. And we're back over at the sump, and we're about to put this back in service. And again, I'm about to do some cleaning. I did add a big bucket of Seachem Matrix, and I did notice a drop in the phosphates, and I am dosing one full dropper of nitrates to try and stretch that gap that's between phosphates and nitrates. And again, the skimmer is pulling as much air as it wants. I usually switch to more of a wetter skim in the wintertime because I'm inside, I'm feeding much more heavily. Seachem, Red Sea, AB+, and also AccuPower. Along with freezing feeding 3 to 4 frozen pellets per day, and then 3 algae wafers from New Life Spectrum, and then I have on an auto feeder the finicky formula of New Life Spectrum. I also put a thick carbon pad on top. Helps with the odor of the skimmer if I leave it to fill it up. I rarely allow to fill up with half a gallon. Usually I let it get maybe halfway, which is probably a quarter of a gallon. So here, back over into that area. Again, I did frag the trumpet coral. I put some of it on the back glass. And at the moment, I'm really focusing on the Garnioporas, working to make sure that they all eventually open up. Thanks for watching. Welcome new subscribers. Until next time, happy reefing.